All right, guys, we're going to go early because we might be getting a bite on that rod right there. On that Uncle Lou rod. Let's see what's going on there. We're just a minute or so early. All right, we're going to focus on the other rod. I'll keep an eye on that. Something picked that bait up. It was straight out, and now he's pulled it all the way down there. He's running toward that wing dam. So we'll just sit here for a minute and see what happens with that. Let's see if he gets on there. I am fishing in this. I don't know how well you guys can tell that. That is some ripping current, man. That is fast, fast, fast water. And it is really hard to keep these baits in a spot where you put them at. They keep, you throw it out there, you throw all kinds of weight on them, and they still drag down there into that eddy. That's actually upstream, but the current is flowing that way because there's a huge eddy here, and it is fast, fast water. And it's hard to get it to hold a bait there. And then that rod there, we're going to have to pull that one. It was getting hit, but he's down there and he's run underneath every one of those other rods right now. He is underneath every one of them. And he is going to make a mess. I think I just soon pull that bait away from that fish. Because if I do catch that thing, he's going to tie up every one of those rods. Oh, and here we are at that time of day again when the sun's shining right in my eyes. Why do I do this? Why do I do this? I don't know. Who all we got in here? Let's see. Mike Sepp's the first one in. Welcome in, Seppy. Catfish Fever Outdoors. Lynn, what's going on? John Parker just caught a 42-pounder. Are you freaking serious? Oh my God. Weekend Angler Josh, what's up? Had a great time on your show last night, man. Had a blast. We'll have to do that again real soon, brother. I loved it. Had a great time. Fishing Mid-South. Mike, what's up, my brother from Arkansas? Everybody saying hi there. Trying to get caught up here. Wabash Nate, welcome in. Good to see you. That fish on an Uncle Lou rod just picked that bait up and ran underneath. On that rod there, he picked that bait up and ran underneath every one of those rods. And then he quit biting. So I don't know what's going on there. Sorry I'm late. I was watching John Parker weighing a fish. I didn't know John Parker was live right now. He wasn't live when I came over here. Well, I just went over to a pop-up live, and so I threw it together, and there you go. Tim Molina, welcome in. Good to see you. Terry Hancock, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Where is Wingdam? Wingdam is right there. That is the Wingdam that you see out in front of you. Okay, and the main river is coming around this way, and it's creating a huge eddy here, a swirling tide. Okay, and there's a big deep hole right there in the center of that. Between the end of that eddy and back to this bank, there's a deep cutout right there. But man, it is a pain in the butt to fish this spot because the current just whips the rods around and ties them in a knot. You can weave a blanket in a minute if you don't keep an eye on your rods. River Cats Tackle John, hello, welcome in. Good to see you in here. I said Mike Sampson, Tim Leader, River Rat 30. What's up, Ernie? Good to see you, my brother. Shad Daddy, welcome in. Stand 3, the bank fishing machine. How's it going? Well, man, I tell you what, I actually wanted to get down there in that cove today. That was where I wanted to get this morning. Now, when I arrived here, there was a couple guys down there, and they were sitting there shooting in the water with rifles and pistols. So I just scratched that one off the list, and I scooted back down this way because they were shooting in the water down there, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pass. Save you the embarrassment. Oh yeah, what's he doing now? Parker Pursuits. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Holy crap, it is. I lose so much track of time, man. I have no idea where I'm at or what time it is half the time. Jerry Parker got on that 71-pounder last night, guys. Great fish for Jerry Parker. He did it again. Then you know what? I've got to where it just don't even surprise me anymore. I'm like, yeah, you got another one. Yeah, that's normal. You know, to me, I'm gonna get pumped up when Jerry Parker lands a 100 pounder. Anything under that, I've seen it like 40 times already. Yeah, the 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, I've seen Parker land so many of them. It's kind of like it's going to happen. But I'm looking for him to bust that triple digit. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I really hate it. Man, as soon as I got all set up here, them guys that are shooting in the water, they left. And I'm thinking, my God, why couldn't you have left right before I got here? Because I'd much rather be in that spot. But it took me 45 minutes to get everything down here and get this set up. And I am not going to take 45 minutes to pick it all up and then move it down there and take 45 more minutes to set it back up. I'm just not going to do it. I mean, this is where we wound up at, and we're stuck here now. So, uh, not my first choice, but that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. That being said, if we don't start getting some bites here pretty soon, we'll snatch up 2 rods, and we may just take the camera, the chair, 2 rods, and move down there into that area and fish with a couple rods down there, and leave the other rods down here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna reel that Uncle Lou rod in because that thing is just going underneath everything out there. It is going to be a tangled up mess if I don't do something. I've got to do something with it. I got a pretty heavy weight on it. I don't know why it didn't hold because the rest of these rods are holding and they got the same weight on it does. Something picked it up, bumped it, and when it did, it started bouncing on the bottom and just didn't never stop. It just kept going. Pontoon Jody, watched Jody a while ago. Ran out of gas again, almost. They're like running that tank down to the bare minimum. I tell you what, Jody, tell James E on the gas tank does not mean extra. That's not extra fuel. But just my dadgum luck, as soon as I set up, them guys down there left. The funny thing is, this is a walk-in area. Along this levee right here, you have to walk in here, and it's about a half a mile walk. And so I always load up my beach cart with all my gear and I walk down here. Them guys there drove their car down here or their truck down here and parked down there, which is illegal. And they were sitting here shooting in the daggum water up and down the levee, which is also illegal. So they just ruined my day in more than one way. Let's see, I put 200 and it didn't fill it up. $200 in it didn't fill it up. Did you have the nozzle in the tank or were you pouring it on the ground? She probably filled up the dang live well instead of the gas tank. Jody, did you put the gas in the gas tank or did you put it in the live well? If you guys would have checked the live well, you probably had plenty of fuel. You could have just dipped it out of there. Well, here you go. All right, we got to find out if we can get the Uncle Lou rod out of here without tangling everything up. Is it over that or under? It's over. That's going to be a mess. It's under that rod and over that one. Over this one, over this one. It's going to be a freaking. Let's throw this one. Let's throw this one upstream and see if it'll hold up there. Maybe if I throw, or it's actually downstream, but the current's flowing this way. I'm gonna see if it'll hold in a spot up there. And that is way shallower right there. So maybe it'll hold in that spot. We'll see. These rods are going to get so tangled up today, like I said, because anytime you're fishing a fast current and it's a swirling eddy, it just twists these lines all together. I'd probably better off to drop down to about 2 or 3 rods versus all the ones I got out. But we wanted to cover a whole bunch of area. And that rod is going to bounce its way all the way back down here. I definitely have to go a heavier weight on that. That is not going to work for me at all. Not at all. Way too fast a current. Now, Black Betty is on the bench today because I found out last night, I told James earlier, that whenever that fish pulled her in last Sunday and she bounced on the rocks, it busted the ceramic guide on the tip of the rod. It put a big chip in it. And whenever, if you watched that show, I hooked up on a big fish, man. That was a tournament winning fish, I'm telling you. It absolutely was, no doubt. But as soon as I started cranking the handle, the line, that braid, it cut it like a razor blade. And I couldn't figure out what happened. I thought it got tangled up in the spool or something. I didn't know. But last night we were throwing Betty out and I got to reel it in. And I looked and it was shaving. I had mono on there instead of braid. And it was just like shaving little hairs off of the line. And Lost Oaks told me, he said, take a cotton swab, a Q-tip, and go around the guides and check them. And sure enough, when I got to that guide out on the tip and I rubbed that cotton ball, it grabbed that cotton and pulled it off of that. It just stretched it right off that little stick. And I got to feel it with my finger, and man, it cracked and busted that guide, and that was cutting the line. And that's what cut the line on that big fish last Sunday during the Keep It or Toss It tournament. You talking about sickening? Oh my God, that means I lost that huge fish because that rod got pulled down the rocks, and when it was dragging it down, that tip banged on a rock, it smacked it, and it cracked that ceramic guide and made a sharp edge. That's what cut the line. But now we know. So I've got to get a new tip to put on Black Betty, a new the rod guide tip, and then she'll be back to 100%. And I'm trying to decide if I want to keep or go back with the ceramic tip, or if I want to try to get a stainless steel tip to go on there. Now, I may do that. I don't know. We may go stainless steel on that end of it. And that way that ceramic won't get busted out there again. It's quit being cheap and just what? Replace that old. Shut up, Mike. Oh my God. Why are you so mean lately? Oh my God. Man, Mike Snow has just been like on me lately. I don't know if he's working for somebody or what. I mean, I took the dude fishing up here. I couldn't help it. He didn't catch nothing that day. I caught one. Who would pay you? I have no idea. Yeah, well, you're doing pro bono work. It's not about being cheap anyway. Um, man, that rod's been with me for a long time. It's dude, it caught my PB. It won me, like I said, it won me several tournaments, and it's caught a lot of great fish, man. And you just don't take a rod like that and stick it in the closet. You don't hang it on the wall. If you can help it, you keep that thing going, and always will. If you don't like it, tough titty. I can't believe them guys stayed there just long enough to keep me from setting up, and now they're gone. Well, that just sucks. Because I don't know how well you guys can see that. See that real fast swirl over? I would rather be right on the inside edge of that right there. That's where me and Stacia were getting on the fish yesterday. It wasn't in the fast stuff. It was right on the edge right there. And I may be able to get a rod down there from here. I don't know. If I had Betty here, I could get her down there. If she wasn't all busted up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is anybody else out? We're going to see if anybody's out fishing today. I'm going to drop the link, see if anybody wants to come up. I plan on staying here till dark, but the way the day's going so far, I'm not sure if I will or not. Just don't know if I got it in me. There's a link if anybody wants to pop up. Man, I'm not feeling good about this spot. I want to be 100 yards that way, or maybe even 50. I don't know. 50 yards would probably do it. And we may be able to squeeze that. Man, I might be able to get down there. Heck, I'll take a couple of these rods down there and set them out and just have them spread out so far that I have to do a 100-yard sprint to go every time I get a bite. Fish Sizzle, what's up, Brandon? And Catfish Hunters in here. Good to see you. I'm gonna build me like a shadow box that put over this camera so I can see the chat. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I need to do. We haven't had so much as a nibble on those rods there a while ago. Something pecked on this Uncle Lou rod just a little bit ago when we first threw it out. But other than that, but you know what? Here's the thing. Every time me and Stacia come down here and we throw out a rod and she catches a fish just almost within 2 minutes, then we don't catch nothing else hardly. I mean, we struggle to get another fish. Every time she catches one right off the bat, that's what happens. So maybe if they're taking a little bit longer to get on her today, that's a good thing. That means we're not going to do that hurry up and catch one and done crap. Ah. Well, you know, why do I come fishing the same time every day? The worst time of the day, every time. Well, for one, there's fewer people that's live, so you're not interfering with anybody doing that. So that kind of helps out a lot. Not quite as many people out doing lives at this time of day. Let's see. Being early afternoon up that wing down would be the spot. I know, Jerry, that's where I wanted to go. But like I said, when I got here, there was a couple guys down there that were shooting guns in the water and they messing around there. And so I scooted back down here and set up. And as soon as I got set up, they left. And I'm like, man, I wish they would have left before I set up. I would rather be down there. Now, if you had a boat right now, right about there would be the spot to be. That's coming off the backside of that. There's a deep, deep hole right there. Martin, what's up, buddy? Fishing with Steve Mosley. Welcome in. I do not have a good feeling about fishing today. I really don't. I just do not have a good feeling about it. I'm really thinking this would have been a great spot for me to be here last night, but I couldn't get down here in the dark last night. It's just too much trouble. It's too risky. I'm thinking night spot here, big time. Or early morning for sure. Man, there are all kinds of Asian carp. Man, they are schooled up right down there in that cove, and they're just swimming around with their mouths out of the water. Just, I mean, literally hundreds. That's what the guys were probably shooting at. I almost bet you that's what they were shooting at. The Asian carp just swimming out down there. They're swimming around with their mouths open on top of the water. I guess filter feeding is what they do. I mean, that's what they do. I'm guessing that's what they were doing was they're feeding on the plankton and stuff, algae and all that crap. We are baited up right now 100% with fresh shad. I just caught a little bit ago. I got some nice 10-inch gizzard shad. I got about 30 or 40 of them. And packed them on ice and come on over here. We're leaving last night, slipped on the top of the rock bluff, bounced and rolled back. Oh, I bet, man. I fell one time yesterday when being stationed. We're leaving out of here, but I caught my balance pretty quick. I only like slipped and fell on one side. I mean, before I started rolling, I just threw my arms and legs out and I spread eagled on the ground, and it stopped me from rolling. Yeah, I just don't think it's a real big daytime bite yet. It's coming though. It's coming soon. We do some colder temps. Daytime bite's gonna pick up quite a bit. But even then, it's last year and the year before. The daytime bite was early in the morning. I mean, really early, like from 7 to 9, 7 to 10 if you got lucky. I was really hoping to get on some bigger fish today to test out. I got these. I got the River Cat tackle hooks on. I've got the 10-aught hooks, and I've got the 8-aught red hooks uh, on all these rods. And man, I'm really wanting to get on a big fish and see what I can do with it. I don't know if I could throw that cotton picking. I've got that Muddy River rod with the 10-ounce weight on it. I may be able to throw it down there into that pool. I don't know. I don't have another rod holder to stick it in, and I sure don't want to stick it in them rocks if I can help it, because that has proved to be disastrous lately. I don't trust sticking the rods in the rocks anymore. Hey, Lance McCougar, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm definitely in the wrong spot. I need to be down there in that cove is where I need to be. So irritating. Extremely aggravating. Ugh, I don't know how much trouble it'd be for me to move all this stuff. Let me go take a walk real quick. You know, what I might try to do is pick up like 2 rods at a time and move them down. It's going to be a process. But before we do that, I'm going to take you guys down here. I want to show you something. And I hope that you're going to be able to see this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. First off, we're going to need a couple of good sized rocks. You'll see why in a minute. I'm going to show you something that is, I mean, it's cool, but it's not good. It's really not good. Good grief, man. I don't know if you guys can see that in the water right there. Hold on, watch. Do you see all those big carp? Let me get where the sun's not glaring on you. That is literally hundreds of giant Asian carp. There, this is going to be a better angle. And if you watch, I'm going to stand still for a minute and they'll come right back. And then I'm going to pop one of them in the head with a rock and I'll show you because I ain't even got to hit them. If I get close to them, they're going to jump. There's one right out there swimming just below the surface. Oh, there comes one right there. And he's fixing to stick his mouth out of the water very shortly. I don't know if you guys can see those or not. See those huge carp? Those are huge Asian carp. That one there's probably a good 25, 30 pounds. Right there. I'm going to let a few of them get there. There's one down there sticking his mouth out of the water. Right down there. We just stand still for a minute. There'll be a bunch of them come up. Because they are all in here everywhere. There's two big ones right there. I might have scared some of them off whenever I walked out of here a while ago. Because they're real shy and skittish. Oh, that there stuck his head all the way out of the water. That is a big freaking carp. There's nothing down there sticking his head out of the water. Where'd all the ones that go right here? Oh, there's one. Oh, there's the school. There they are. There they are. Let's see if I can sneak around here. If they see them moving, they tend to dive for the bottom. So you got to creep up on them. Oh, yeah, there's a school of them right out there. There they are. Let me get around here and get the right angle on them. Now, you watch this when I throw this rock out here. Y'all ready? Watch. Nah, I didn't scare them that bad. Oh, here we go down here. Let's hit these with a rock. All right, we're going to throw a rock at these guys. There's a whole bunch of them. I got to throw this rock really hard, though, to spook him. There he is. He's sticking his head out of the water. Stick your head up. I will smack you with this rock. There he is. See him? Let's see if I can hit that carp. There's three of them together. Oh, there's another one. There's four. Oh, he's got his head out of the water. All right, we're going to try to hit those two right there. Stick your head up, buddy. I'm going to pop you. Here he comes. See that big old carp? I hope you guys can see those. He's close enough that I am going to pop him right there. Oh, man. I hit him in the tail. Dadgummit, my throwing arm sucks. Hit him in the tail and not in the head. If I could have knocked him out, man, I'd have got that thing for bait. I don't have snagging hook with me. But they are thick in that hole, which means, I don't know. The catfish might be down there. They might not. I don't know. We're going to pick a couple of rods out right now and move down that way. We'll take two rods. Man, they're already sticking their mouths out of the water back down there again. Let's take, we definitely want to take that Mad Catch rod there. I don't know. I really don't have the energy to do all that, to tell you the truth. I really, really don't. But if we're going to get on any fish for you guys to see, I almost have to. Yeah. Let me get a drink of Mountain Dew and then I'll commit to it. I got to commit to it first, guys. I have to sit here and talk myself into it. And I'm sitting there hoping that maybe, boy, it'd be nice if while I'm sitting here waiting and trying to talk myself into carrying all that stuff down there, that one of these rods would go down and change my mind. So I wouldn't have to do all that work. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. So I'm going to sit here and drink about half a Mountain Dew and then we'll commit to it and probably go on down there. Okay, let me see if I can get where I can see chat. Did you guys see those carp, or could you see them, or was I just wasting your time? Hey, Frank Lampoon, welcome in. Good to see you. You can't catch those on corn, Mr. Rogers. Those are invasive carp. That's the big head and the silver carp. Around here, everybody just calls them Asian carp. But they do not eat stuff like that. They eat, they are filter feeders. They eat plankton and algae and stuff like that. That's why when you see them swimming around with their mouth open, that's what they're doing. They're filtering stuff out of the water to eat. Now, I have had them get caught on cut bait, But it was because when they were swimming around and opened their mouth, the hook accidentally went into their mouth. That's all it was. They didn't deliberately eat that bait. Not to, I don't believe so. Unless they're starting to adapt to feeding on stuff like that, I don't know. But generally, they are filter feeders. They don't eat big solid objects like corn, stuff like that. There's a big old chunk of weeds hung on that cotton picking Uncle Lou rod, dragging it down. If you my luck, we're going to we move a couple rods down there and leave these set out, and I'll have to keep looking back. And it'll be my luck we get down there and get set up with a couple of rods, and I would not put it past them to look back down here and see one of these rods bent over. It wouldn't surprise me at all, just so I have to run across all them rocks to get back down here. Let me get something to drink. I'm thirsty. That little bit of walk just drive me out, believe it or not. Dadgummit. Oh my gosh. I'd much rather be set up in that spot down there. I just, when you set up in a spot and you sit there for a minute and you just, you're just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling the spot. I wish a big old fish would bend one of them rods down to change my mind about it. I'm just not feeling it. And even though that's only about, 60, 70 feet that I've got to move, just moving that much, it just looks better to me down there in that spot. And I can't see chat, but I'm sure somebody said, "Oh, just shut up and move." Probably like Mike or somebody. And let me get down here. Man, I wish I could see the screen. Get right, Danny. Um, who is that? I can't see this crap. Hold on a minute. I gotta cup my hand. I gotta push my bifocals up, cup my hands to block the sun. Annette, what's up, Cold Creek Billy? I thought I saw. Hey, Kevin Fishes. That's who. Kevin Fishes in here. Caught my PB channel cat last night. As cold and windy it was. He was at least 20. Nice, Mr. Rogers. Dude, that's bigger than my PB channel. I'll tell you that. My PB channel is just over 19. He was just shy of 20. He didn't make 20 though. I wish he would have been a 20 pounder. He was close though. He almost made it. And I know there's guys that's caught way bigger channel cats than that out of this Mississippi River, but that's the best I ever done. I think it was like 19 and 3/4 pounds. And believe it or not, I think I caught him on a big old ball of night crawlers. I took like 4 night crawlers and put them on a big hook, threw it out there. And that's what I caught him on. All right, well, what rods do I want to take down there? I'm thinking. Then I got to pull up them stakes, carry the hammer down there, drive that in. Well, let's commit to it. Yeah, I want to move a couple rods down there. You guys let me move the rods and I'll come back and get you. All right, we'll call it like a, I don't know, a sixth sense or whatever you want to call it. But and I may be wrong, man. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, let me get the chair off. I may be wrong, but I don't know. Sometimes when I go fishing, I just look at a spot and you get a gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna take my good rod down there too. I mean, you just get a gut feeling saying that something's telling you. You know, it's just telling you that you need to go right here. And there may not be an absolute logical reason for it whatsoever at all, other than, you know, just that gut feeling. But we're going to go with our gut. Get to crap. We're going to go with our gut. But man, we still got all these freaking Asian carp down here. Man, those things are, there's hundreds of them right there. They're everywhere. Now, I really wanted to bring that yellow Mad Catz rod down here, the Lisa rod that's hung up. And I want to hurry up and get some rods out down here. So I went ahead and left it there for now. I'm probably gonna go back down there in just a little bit and get that rod, bring it down here. Let me just scoot back a little further. Try to get this set up here. Get all these freaking rocks out of my way. Now we just moved. Not gonna be able to sit right there. Yeah. We just simply moved. I don't know. That's maybe 60 feet, I'd say, is all we moved. The other rods are down there. Down there still set up. Now, they're still fishing. They're still out. And yes, they're anchored down real good and the drags are set perfect. And if a fish gets on there and he gets on there really good, we can grab the camera and run back down there. Holy crap, look at all those guys. Can you guys see those things? Can you see them? I don't know if you can see those or not. Look at that. Wait, they're going to stick it. See, they're sticking their heads out of the water. They're literally, I don't know if you can see them underneath the water there. There are literally hundreds of them there. See them? There they come. Man, that is a bow fisherman's dream right there. I mean, somebody down here with a compound bow or bow set up with a fishing arrow, dude, you can sit here and just pop these things all day long. They are just piled in here. Look at that crap. Now, generally, when I find big giant carp like that, schooled up, as best as I can remember, I don't do that good fishing there. But right out there is where I'm talking about. See, these guys are in close to the shore and they're hugging that bank. But where I'm talking about throwing is right there, right off that wing dam in that boiling, rolling water. And we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right now. It's actually way deeper than I thought it was. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this Muddy River rod out too with a massive bait on it. Let's get a big bait on it. What do y'all think? Throw that whole gizzard shad on there? I do too. There's that River Cat's tackle 10-aught hook. Now, where do I want to sit this rod at? I know. Now, I'm giving a disclaimer right now. This reel has been messing up on me. I've been backlashing it a lot. If I backlash this reel, I'm just going to roll it up and lay it on the ground. Laugh all you want. I'm going to try to get this out there and see if I can't get it on the bottom of that deep hole out there with that whole shad on there. Bottom. Yeah, we managed to get that rod out there without backlashing. Oh, I mean, you guys did. I didn't have the camera turned the right way, did I? Oh, well. All right, then. Well, we went ahead and moved 4 rods down here. Let's see if that was a good call on the gut feeling, should we say. I'm hoping it was. I just don't know about all these sticking carp here, though, man. Because generally when I see that many carp piled up in there, the catfish aren't right there where they're at. But a lot of times you can find a school of carp like that and be just down the current from them, and the catfish will be laying up in there behind them. Okay. I'm going to try to read chat. I'm not doing very good at this. Let's see if I can raise that up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. If I just get a different angle, maybe. Make you guys a little taller. Let's see if that helps. Oh, yeah, that's better. I mean, I can somewhat read it now. Okay, so Rowdy Royal. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you, Martin. Let me go back a little bit and see. Go big. That's right. Mike Urban. Sean T. Yeah, that's what, you know what? I'm going to start calling my gut feelings the Sean T feeling, man. It's like, man, I just got a Sean T feeling about this spot. Is there a logical reason for it? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes it's just a go with your gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? Now keep in mind, I'm still looking over my shoulder and looking back downstream at those rods way down there. If one of those gets something on it, Y'all gonna see a fat man fall because I'm running. And I'm gonna take y'all with me. So if I fall down, y'all are falling down too. We're in this together. If one of those rods go down, I'm gonna grab y'all up and take off running. Have I still got my glove on? Yeah, just in case. Man, I'm just thinking right now. Man, I'm thinking all kinds of stuff. But honestly, man, I bet you right before dark or right at dark, I bet you this spot is fire, man. I bet you the catfish just move up in here and go crazy. Right now, I think they're out there on that main, they're on the main current seam way out there. But I bet you late in the evening, they move right up into this hole and they go right up that, there's a sloping edge right there that goes off into a deep, deep, deep hole. Now that sloping edge yesterday, that's where Stacia caught them 2 blue cats, and she hooked up on that one that I broke off for her. I should have let that fish run a little bit, but I actually lost that fish for her. But she caught them right off that slope, coming off of that wing dam. That's where they were at yesterday. Austin Ormsby. That's my cousin Austin, you guys. At least it won't be me falling this time. That's true. Austin, man. This is one of the spots I want to bring you to, man. We got to come over here and fish this sometime. You need to get over here with me. I broke off a giant fish on here the other day in this spot. I mean, it was a monster and broke me off. And I'm thinking maybe even bring a few snagging hooks with us and snag some of these big old carp that keep coming up right here. Well, I don't see them now. Oh, there's one right there. Hang on, he's coming up. There he is right there. Man, I don't know if you guys can see those or not. There he comes. He's going to stick his head out of the water right about now. There he goes. Dude, those are 20-pound carp all day long. All day long. 20 pound, no problem. Guarantee it. And there are literally hundreds of them right here. Well, who am I to put you down? No, 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 no. Looks really nice. Definitely need to get out there. We do, brother. We got to get out here. And you guys, that's my cousin Austin Ormsby. Y'all haven't seen him in a while. Austin, it's been a while since he fished with me. Austin has an illness, a sickness that he loves to work all the time. Can't figure it out. Don't know what's wrong with him. Sure wish the hell we could fix it, because all he ever wants to do is work. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Guys, we are running. We are running. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, crap. Is he still there? Is he still there? That's on that yellow Macatch rod that was hung up. I looked down here. She was bent over double. Did I get on? Did he get gone? Did he get gone? Crap. Can you believe it? See, I told you. What did I say a while ago? I said, I guarantee you, as soon as we leave that spot, I looked down here and that yellow Macatch rod right there was bent over double. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Well, that sucked. Come on, dude. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Baby, come back. Damn fish. God, what an a-hole. Man, a fat guy run all the way down here and you're going to quit? What's up with that? Come on. Did I tell y'all that was going to happen or not? I said, you watch, I'll move down here, I'll look up, and one of them rods will be going off. And man, he had that thing torqued. But I've got the drag set so freaking light on him because I don't want these rods getting pulled in while I'm down there. He was probably just pulling line off the reel while he had that bent. You son of a biscuit eater. You got to be kidding me. That's a long run for me, guys. Come on. All right. We're going to sit here with him for just a minute because I'm going to grab my Mountain Dew anyway and take it back there with me. We'll give him a minute. That's the thing about it. If they get that bait all the way up in their mouth and they find that hook, if they get that big old 10-aught River Catch tackle hook in his mouth, if he gets that hook in his mouth and he pulls like that, he'll be on there when we come running back. But a lot of these fish, see, I got a huge bait on that one too. It's like it's just like the tail clipped off of one of those big shad. They could grab that whole bait and never even have that hook in their mouth. I'm sitting here holding out hope, giving him a minute and see if he's gonna come back together. But see, that's the rod, guys. That's the rod that was hung up a while ago. I went to reel it in and it wouldn't move. And so I set it back down and let it sit. And that fish picked that bait up out of those rocks and got that unhung. He got that sinker out of them rocks. And the way that line's drifting downstream right now, I almost bet you he broke that weight off there. I almost bet he did. All right, we've gave him enough time. We're gonna let him sit for. We're gonna leave him and see if he comes back. We'll see if he comes back. Is there slack in that line? Let me double check this. That is so aggravating. Got my hip to hurting running down here. Dadgummit. I'll tell you what, I swear, if I walk all the way back down here and that rod bends over like that again, I mean, it's gonna make me happy, but it's probably gonna piss me off. That's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna smooth piss me off. If he waits till I get all the way back down here and takes off with that rod again. Over the river and through the woods, down to the rods we go. All right. I don't know how that set up a while ago. It was like that. Get right, Danny. All right. Now I'm gonna be looking over my shoulder really hard down there at that rod and waiting on something to happen to it. Let's get that set there. All right, I need to raise that back up again. Oh, wrong way. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's right. That was a practice run. Danny ain't got a whole lot of practice runs in him. Those things are exhausting. I'm going to keep looking over my shoulder, though. If he comes back, I'll be there to get him. Let's see if I can get you guys adjusted a little bit better there. This is about right there, I think, for me to be able to try to see this. And we've got, there's 42 people in here. I'm trying to see. Yeah. I can't see how many are in here from Facebook, but we got some of our Facebook friends in here hanging out too. Man, I just knew that fish was hooked up when he had that rod bent down there. I thought, here we go, here we go. I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of running because I get exhausted when I'm fighting some of those big fish. But I started thinking, yeah, I'm gonna be wore out by the time I get down here to him, and then I got to turn around and fight the cotton picking thing. But by the time I got down there, I got about halfway down there, and that rod stood back up. It was bent down, and it stood back straight up. Then I'll have to walk down there in a minute, and I'll reel it up and check the bait on it, and make sure that he didn't get the bait off of it. There's actually a good chance he pulled that bait off that hook. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. But baby, come back. Let's drink the rest of our Mountain Dew before it gets flat and nasty. I do that a lot. I'll drink a part of a Mountain Dew and I'll leave half of it in the thing. And when I go back to drink it, it's all flat. It's like disgusting. So if you're going to drink it, just go ahead and chug that Mountain Dew. Just get it on drunk. Go on, do it. Gone. Where, oh, where are you tonight or today? Gonna get on my fishing pole. Where you at, boys and girls? Let's go. Let's go. I want to yell fish on. Why in the hell did that not hook up? Come on, man. Eat that bait. Eat it. I dare you. Little Kit Kat, he's scared. They scared of Danny Stone what it is. Greg Burgess, Shed Daddy Buck Williams. What's going on? I had a major takedown way down there on my other rods after I walked off and left them. And I'm hoping he comes back and finds that bait again and picks back up. I think he broke that weight off that breakaway rig. And whenever he let go of the bait, the current picked it up and just moved it right up against the bank down there, probably. I'll have to go check that in a little bit. We'll have to go check it and see if he's got bait on it and a hook and a sinker and all that good stuff too. Well, we might as well hang around for a while now. My prediction right now is we're not going to catch a ton of fish, but I'll tell you what, we're going to catch fish. Go on out of here, carp. Look at the cotton picking things, man. They're boiling in the water right there in front of me. Go away, go away. Get on out of here. Where are you going, buddy? Ooh, I could almost dip net that one up. I would not throw a cast net on one of them if my life depended on it. They would tear your cast net up. Let's just focus on these rods right here. These are my confidence rods right here, right now. I'm pretty confident one of them are going to catch a fish, and it should be a pretty dang good fish. I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's going to be our best odds of getting anything that is going to be impressive. It's going to be on one of these four right here. But don't write off those rods down there behind us because they are in the Mississippi River and they do have bait on the hooks. So anything can happen. You just never know what's going to happen. Waiting on a takedown. Let's go, takedown. Still looking behind me. Man, I'm trying to find the right angle to read this chat. The one time Danny didn't have his snagging hook. I know it, Martin. Dude, I can sit here and throw that snagging rod out here and just tear these things up, man. But you know what? I really just don't, to be honest with you, I don't feel like stacking a bunch of carp on the bank today. And it's illegal for us to throw them back alive. You can bash them in the head with a rock and throw them back. But most of the guys just leave them laying on the bank, which I don't like that because it tends to start stinking up the whole place. Because ain't nothing smells worse than a rotten carp. I'm telling you. It's pretty dang bad. Come on, fishy, fishy, let's go. Just remember, guys, you're hanging out with a bank angler, which means you got to have patience. You guys just hang out and chat, talk with each other, you know, keep each other company. And while you're listening to me babble on until I can try to get something going here and get on a fish. Just consider it a chat room for you guys to hang out until I hook up on something, and then we'll talk about fishing. Man, I keep looking back down there behind me, waiting on that rod to go down now. I will have to go down there here in a minute. I'm going to check the bait on it. Let's go. Fishy fish, 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 fishy fish. Let's go. Did I bring the net down here? Yes, I did. Oh, that's something else. You know, I took off running down there a while ago. I forgot to grab the net, so I would have been down there and I'd just been in a pickle if I needed that net. I would have been in terrible condition. I'd be like, oh, good Lord, I left the net down there. Give me a little bitty rock at. I'm going to try to pop that carp in the head. I can't throw worth the crap, though, guys. Y'all see that carp right there? See? Hold on, he's going to come up. He's fixing to come up. No, he's turning away from me. Come back. There he is. He came up. I don't know if I can hit him in the head. Right there he is. He hit oh, I scared him so bad he bashed his own head into the rocks. He jumped down the water and hit his head on the rock on the bank and jumped back in. Ah, stupid carp. He jumped away from that rock and hit the rock on the shore. He jumped out of the water and hit his head. Oh, he got a boo-boo. Stupid carp. Hey, you people out there, it's all, oh my God, you're being mean to them carp. They don't belong here. Listen to me carefully. They do not belong here. We don't want them. If you love them, come and get them. You come get all of them you want. Take every one of them. We don't want them here. I wish they were all gone. We're going to be chunking rocks at carp all day long. So if you're a sensitive person that don't like rock chunking at carps, this is not the show for you. Ooh, I need to bring that wrist rocket slingshot down here with ball bearings. That'll pop them. Just pop them in the head. Stun them and scoop them up with the net. I need to get me a pile of little rocks right here and have them ready to go. I got to get the ammo supply stocked. There we go. I got me about 5 bullets laying here ready to go. And yes, I do have my pistol on my hip, but those guys that was shooting in the water here earlier, this is the point about it that I was trying to make. That is illegal. You cannot shoot into the water like that. It's illegal. I don't care if even if it is Asian carp. It's not legal to sit here and shoot them like that. I can hit them with a rock, but you can't use a firearm on them. Let's see. Hey, Frank. I ain't trying to kill you, Frank. I'm trying to kill those damn carp. And see, now they know when I come down with them rocks because there was a whole bunch of them there and now they're all scattered or gone. But trust me, they'll come back. They'll swim off for a little bit and they'll get comfortable. And sure enough, they'll come sneaking back around here and we're going to throw a rock at them again. There comes one right there. He's right below the rods. He's sneaking up here right there. You guys may not be able to see him for the glare from the sun, but he's working his way around here to us. And when he gets here, I'm going to chunk a rock at him. Come on around the corner, buddy. I'm waiting on you. Sitting here waiting on you. Come on down. We'll play Price is Right. I'm going to bid 1 rock. It's the Price is Right. Come on down. I'm waiting on him. If he comes around that corner, I'll put you guys back on him. We'll chunk a rock at him. Stupid carp. Fishy, fishy, fishy. I'm stealing hooks and hammocks. Catfish call from him. And we are on full alert, ready to run. If the fish bite down there, we will be taking off and going after them. Say hello to my little friend. Exactly right, man. Dude, you know how much fun I could have? And, you know, I wish they would make it legal that I could come down here with my AR-15 and just light these suckers up, man. If it was legal, I'd do it. I'd sit here with a 40-round magazine and just pop these stinking things all day long. I surely would, but it's not legal, so you're not going to see me doing it. There comes one. That's a little one. No, there's a big one right there. Oh, there's a big one right there. Y'all can't see him. He's just under the surface. He's fixing to come up. Oh, he's a stupid one. That there's dumb. Nah, he ain't that big. He's probably he might be 12 pounds maybe. Hang on, he's going to come up in a minute. Yeah. Did I scare him? No, there he is. There he is. Right there. Oh, 2 of them side by side. Hang on, they're fixing to break the surface where you guys can see them. He's swimming away from us. There he goes. Boom. There's his head out of the water. Now, I don't know if you guys can see those or not. But oh, there's one right there in front of us. Get your head out of the water somewhere I can hit it. I want to pop you with a rock. There he comes. Here he comes. Oh, he's got his head up. Where's my good rock at? Y'all get ready. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, he's got his face out of the water. Take your face out of the water again. Right. Come on. I'm going to hit one of these carp before this day's over. Oh, he's swimming away. Man, they look like salmon swimming in the water. He's swimming away. We'll wait for him to come back. Rock chucking that carp. It'd be my luck. I'll find out it's illegal to do that. And the game warden's sitting here watching this. He's going to come write me a ticket. You can't be chunking rocks at the carp, boy. Yeah, he's going around the bend. He'll come back. He's going around the corner down there. We'll have to wait for another one. We'll wait for the next one. Let's see. Let me see here. What did he say? Are them ones good bait? Dude, in the wintertime, if you go, hey, Frank, go check out my YouTube channel and find a show about zombie carp. In the wintertime, when it's below 32 degrees, freezing, I will snag me one of those carp and get me one about 15, 20 pounds, and I will hide it under a rock on the bank. And I will use that same carp for a month. I'll come and dig him up out under the rocks and I'll cut pieces off of him. And man, I caught tons of fish off of that carp. I've actually got a video on it where I use zombie carp to catch catfish in the wintertime. We may do a zombie carp show this winter. We go out here and we'll snag a big old 15, 20 pound carp and we'll bury him under a whole bunch of those rocks right there. And we'll put a little flag or something on top to mark the spot. And we'll come back and use that carp over and over again in that spot. We'll dig him up and cut off pieces. And you watch channel cat tear that stuff up. Channel cats and blues love that rotten carp. Oh, did I miss one coming up? Yes. Oh man, he is boiling the water right there. That one there just boiled the water. I accidentally kicked a rock, and when I did, it scared him. Come on up, son. That's something to do while we're waiting on a bite. You know what I'm saying? Got plenty of bait out there. I know that. I'm in that deepest hole. You think of catfish should be up in there? Stupid carp. Catfish Hunters TV. Hold on. What's that say? Catfish Hunter TV. I swear I'd be trying to throw a small rock in their mouth and back. Dude, that is an excellent idea. But my throwing arm sucks, man. I can't throw worth a crap. Uh-oh. Was that? I was looking the other way. I thought I saw one of these rods here bounce. It might have been an optical illusion. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on over there? That Muddy River rod's bent over a little bit. It wasn't. Hang on, guys. What we got going on there? He's twitching. Dude, that's acting like a big old flathead. That's acting like a big old flathead. He's pulling it down real slow and he's just twitching it. We're gonna sit here a minute and see if he can find that hook. If he find, because that's the one that's got the whole. We got a whole shad on there now. That's a big bait. That's the biggest bait we got out. We do have a fish working that rod. But man, I don't want to jump the gun. No, he's letting off slack now. I do not want to jump the gun and lose that fish. As long as he's working on it, we're going to let him eat on that. He let off slack. You know, maybe I should have went ahead and reeled down on him. I don't know. But he was acting like he was just gumming that bait. So we're going to let him sit. Definitely had a fish working that rod right there. Come on, buddy, eat that thing. You know, I'm following the advice of Tim Scott, Epic Catfishing. You know, he said let that flathead. He said they'll sit there and just suck that down and just real slow, and they'll fiddle with it. And we need to wait and let that fish take that bait. Oh, he is dropping slack now. Let him eat. Let him eat. Come on, baby. You know, and you're gonna sit here and just overthink it and say maybe I should have reeled down on him when he had that rod bent, you know. But I'm not convinced he had that entire bait in his mouth. I'm not convinced he had that entire bait in his mouth. And if I reel down on it, then I pull the bait away from him. You know, there's all kinds of ifs and buts. You know what I'm saying? I know right now he knows where that bait is at, and if he moves away from it a little bit, if I leave it alone, he'll come back and pick it up. You know that one fish did that on station yesterday. Just slowly bent it down, and she picked it up and reeled down on it, and she got him. But there's been too many times that I've done that and I didn't get the fish. Get off my glasses, bug. Man, why couldn't he just bend that rod down and start stripping drag? That's what we're wanting. I don't think he's there now. Maybe he'll come back. Baby, come back. Man, that sucks. I hate that. Ugh. Man, I hope that fish comes back. Come on, son. Here's the thing, guys. If that's a giant flathead, they're going to do weird, freaky stuff like that. Now, he's still there. He's starting to pull down a little bit. And it may be just a, you know, cotton picking little channel cat chewing on that whole shad. Ooh, there he went. He bumped it then. He bumped it a little bit right then. And he quit again. Dadgummit. Man, just eat the freaking bait, dude. This is going to be an aggravating day right here. I don't know if y'all can see. Look at all that. Man, there are 1,000 carp down there right now, sticking their heads out of the water. This killing time is killing me. Come on. What time is it? I got a meeting at 6 o'clock. Oh, we got plenty of time. It's 3:33. Oh, well, all right then. You know, since that yellow Mad Catch rod is that's the one that got hit on a while ago. Go on, stink bug. You know, it was hung up a while ago when we tried to pull it up, and that fish bent it down. We may go down there and pull that one up and bring it down here. We'll bring that yellow Mad Catch rod down here. I think that's what we're going to do. And go ahead on and just bring it down here. So let's walk down there and go get the old. Just go get Lisa the Mad Catch rod and bring her down here. We'll go get her. Let's go get our girl. Hang on, baby. Daddy's coming. We'll go get her and bring her down here. Because that fish bent that rod a while ago. It may not have no bait on it. Or, you know, he might have broke the rig off of it. I don't know. We're going to bring her down here. Let's do it. Bump, 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 bow, bow. Are you freed up now, girl? This is the one that was hung up a while ago. And then that fish bent the crap out of it. %. Bait gone. He got the bait a while ago when he hit it. He ripped that big chunk off there. So, do we want to rebait this rod and leave it here? That is a tough choice. You know what? I think we will. I think we'll rebait this rod, throw it back out, and leave it here and see if that fish gets on it. Because that fish, this rod was hung up in the rocks. He bent it down. I mean, he bent it like that. He had it like that a while ago. And he pulled that bait off that hook. So we're going to rebait this one and put her back out in the same spot. And we'll watch her from down there just to make it more fun. All right. Y'all stay here. I'm gonna run down here and grab a piece of bait because I got all the bait down there. Be right back. All right, here's what we're gonna try. Now, since that is the 8/0 Crimson Red hook from River Cats Tackle, that's the 8/0. I'm gonna go ahead and I just cut this shad head. I'm gonna downsize that bait just a little bit so that this time when he gets the bait in his mouth, he'll get the hook in his mouth. I had a really big bait on there a while ago. It was like that long, right there. And I figure he grabbed that bait and pulled off that hook. Well, if I downsize it, he grabs that bait, he gonna get on that right there. And let me tell you something, Spanky. That sharp, it'll stick you. So we're gonna put it back out here and see if that fish will come back. And we're gonna sling it way out there. I went ahead and tightened that drag down just a little bit. I didn't want to tighten it down too much because I don't want him pulling that rod out of them rocks. Let's go on back down here to our chair. Back down to carp land. See what we got going on down here. God, all them carp. Okay. God, I hate the rocks. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Big old carp out there. Let's just wait and see. You know, a lot of times that works for me. The further I get away from the rod, the more bites it gets. Or if I turn my back on it, the more bites it gets. So having that rod way down there may get us a fish. We'll see. It makes it more challenging. It makes it more fun to have to run down there and get them. Oh man, I thought that water was real deep down there. But there's a little duck that was walking along the shore. His legs ain't but that long, and he's walking out there in the middle of that water. It can't be very deep. His legs is only that long, and he's out there walking around on it. Little bitty duck, the legs that long. So that water may not be deep after all. It's really shallow if he can walk around on it. You reckon? Sure thought it was deeper than that. Throw that link up there again. In case anybody wants to come up. We're just watching rods and chucking rocks at carps today. That's all we're doing right now. Till catfish start biting. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll see. Oh, there's a big old carp. Hang on. Is he coming this way or is he going away? Come here, carp. He's right over there. Oh, there's 2 or 3 of them right there. Look at that. There's a couple of them. Right there. See them? Oh, yeah. That's a big old carp. Give me a rock. Ready? Let's keep an eye on it. Wait till he gets his head out of the water, because I want to bonk him real good, right in the beam. If he'll swim over here closer, it'd be better. Come here, carp. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here, little carp. Yeah, carp. Come here. Turn around. Come on back, boy. Come on. Got something for you. I sure do. It's called a knot on a head. Let's go. Oh, here comes one coming in. He's coming in. Come here, carp. Come here. Come on. That's a good boy. That's a good boy right there. Just come on up in here. There you are, you little son of a. Hang on. Getting closer. Getting closer. Man, they get right out of rock range and turn. I mean, they just almost get where I can smack them, and they turn the some way. Come on up in here. Dadgummit. There comes one over there. Come on in here. Getting rock range. I dare you. Here he comes. Oh, that was a good one. Boy, he rolled his head right up there. Oh, there's almost in there. He's almost. Oh, there's about 6 of them. Come on, come on, come on. Get your head up. Get your head up. Get your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. I don't want that out there. I want this about here real close. All right, here he comes. He's coming in. He's coming in. Here he comes. Here he comes. I'm going to smack you right in the head, son. Come on. Get on up here. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't swim away. Don't get out of range. Don't get out of range. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Turn around. Turn around. Come on back. Come on back. Now, he's getting in the sunlight where y'all can't see him. He's getting in that glare right there. All right, hang on. He'll be back. We're going to hit a carp. Don't worry about it. We're going to hit one. Going to bash him right in the head with a rock. Rebel River. Hold on, man. What do you say here? On Jody. I think carp only respond if you call them up like a hog. Yeah. What you go? Sweet. Yeah, cop. Sweet. Sweet carp. No, that's how you call a big old pig catfish, girl. Sweet. Come on, kitty. Sweet. That ain't working neither. Man, carp just cruising by every couple minutes. Man, they're everywhere out there in the middle of that deep hole, though. Good Lord, they may have all the catfish run out of there. I don't know. I don't know that catfish like hanging around those carp. I wouldn't think they would. They just moved in and ruined the neighborhood. Bunch of undesirables, the carp. I mean, if I was a catfish, I would, and there was thousands of carp there, I'd get kind of tired of them bumping into me and, you know, field farting around right there where I'm at. That'd get kind of aggravating, I think. Yeah, I'd get enough of that real quick. No more carp. Get on, carp, get on away. Don't you come back another day. Well, so far, we've had 2 cotton picking bites. One major takedown down there that we didn't get, and then we had something fiddle farting with the Muddy River rod right there. That it is dead as far as the fish bite going right now. I really had a good feeling about this spot right here, too. I don't get it. But I'm still not in the spot Stacia was yesterday. Stacia was right down there. She was right there and throwing right up along that bank. That's where she caught all. She hooked 3 fish and caught 2. She hooked three good fish. One of them, man, was real good fish. But the other 2, they were pretty decent. She got, I think, a 7-pounder, and I know one of them was a 15 pounds, dead even. That fish was exactly 15 pounds, minus the fish grips. I mean, 15 pounds, 0 ounces. That was the biggest one caught yesterday for her. Then I caught a pretty decent one last night. I think it was 17 pounds. And then I got that little flathead that was 12 pounds. These rods ain't doing squat. I mean, nothing. And the carp's even leaving now. Or they moved over there away from me. They're not right here by me anymore. They're way out there in the middle. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes one. He's all the way down. See him out there? That's that big one. There's a great big one right there. Come on, Carpy. Carpe diem. Let's go, Carp. Man, he's got his head all up out of the water. Oh, he's turning around. Is he coming back? Come on back, buddy. Yeah, he's turning. He may be coming back. Come on down here. Yeah, he's just spinning around circles down there. That might be the one that hit his head on a rock a while ago. I threw a rock at him and he hit his head on a rock. He may be kind of, Johnny, you going to kill me? I hit my head on a rock and I'm a little messed up. I can't throw that far. Come in closer. There's 3 of them right there. Them's big ones too. Come a little closer, baby. I feel like hitting you in the head with a rock. Man, that hurts my head. Come on. Get on in here. Yeah, it's that time of day when that sun's getting right in my face. I'm fixing to make a long throw at one of them things and hit him out there way out there. I'd rather hit him in the head right close to the bank where I could dip him up with the net. I can stun him. I'm gonna put the stone cold stunner on him. If you'll come on up here, there's a little whirlpool. Come on up, Carp. Where'd you go? I'm still looking down there at that mad catch rod. Boy, there's a big one right there at the end of my line. Man, get off my line, you fool! He just grabbed my cotton picking fishing line, was swimming with it. I mean, he grabbed the line right off the top of the water and had it crossed. It went across his mouth, and he was swimming around pulling it. There's one eating a cotton picking oak leaf. What's wrong with that? Good God, man! Eating a freaking oak leaf? What's up with that? He had a leaf in his mouth. Let's see here. I wonder if Danny sung that song to Stacia when she was dating. Come a little closer, baby. I feel like I'm making love. If I sang that to her now, she'd lock the damn door before I got home. Hit head with a rock. How you think I got her to marry me? I hit her in the head with a rock, and before she could get her senses back, she said, I do. I was chucking rocks at her like Ernest T. Bass. You want to chunk rocks? Go rock chunking and possum catching. That's our first date. Come on, fishes. I done scared all the carp off. Fish ain't biting. Good Lord, man. Rebel River Cats is time. It's Ernest T. It's me. It's Ernest T. Chunking rocks. These carp, you see. Ain't hit one in the head quite yet. Oh man, I used the wrong word. I lost my rhyming rhythm. I'm a looking left, and I'm a looking right, and I'm a looking left again, and then I'm looking right again. Waiting on a rod to go down. And all I'm getting is a sore damn neck. What a crick in my neck, man. Ooh, man, there's a ton of slack dropped in that Mad Catch Panther. What the crap, dude? Man, that is a lot of freaking slack. Let's tighten that up. There's a ton of slack in that rod. Oh, carp right there. Didn't do me no good, but I tightened that slack up. Now, here's my thinking on it, guys. You know, anytime we get at a spot, and this might be wishful thinking, but anytime we get to a spot, man, we're just catching a whole bunch of fish. It's usually a whole bunch of little bitty ones. But if you get in a spot and you sit there for a long time, and I guarantee you there's big catfish in that deep hole out there. There ain't no doubt in my mind about it. If there's one thing I'm sure of that. But if you sit here long enough and you keep them rods out there, okay, you're going to try to get on one of them big ones because you got to throw the big baits and just be patient. Yeah, we may not catch nothing today, but we're going to throw the big baits out there and see if we can get one of those things to. I mean, it ain't like I got sonar. Holy crap, all them fish down there just jumped. Something scared the piss out of them. I think the only thing that really scares these big carp, it's got to be a giant flathead, a big giant blue, or a cotton picking huge alligator gar. Now, alligator gar scares the hell out of these carp. They are scared to death of them alligator gar. They don't want no part of them. I've seen whole schools of them just go crazy. And you look up and there'll be an alligator gar swimming right through the middle of them. And man, them suckers would go nuts. They're just beating feet, getting the hell out of there. Man, it's awful quiet and peaceful out here. It's quiet. Maybe too quiet. It makes you wonder why it's so quiet. There's not even any bugs chirping. The only thing I can hear is the ringing in my ears that's always there. The Bullock experience. Why are you not fishing that point out there? Because I'm a lazy son of a bitch. I ain't walking out there. You crazy as hell. I'll break my damn neck. Kelly, you're 100% right. That is the spot to be right there. But I am not carrying rods, camera, chairs, tackle bag, bait bucket, net, all that crap out there. Because it would take me 4 trips to get everything way out there, and that is not a short trip. That's a long cotton picking, but you're 100% right. Dude, right there on that point, right out there, where that current seam is, 100%, that is the best spot to be. Danny ain't gonna get there today. Heck no. Man, you imagine if I fall, that's a narrow wing dam. If I fall out there and break my leg, ain't nobody coming after me. I'm done. I fall out there and get hurt, I'm done. Hey, here comes that riverboat, guys. Yeehaw, gonna see a riverboat today. Gonna be a big old paddle boat today. He's gonna come flying by here. We're gonna take a look at him. Wave at the people on the shoreline. All them people on that boat saying, look at that poor son of a bitch over there. I bet he wishes he had money like us so he could come out here and eat shrimp. We're eating steak and shrimp. He's over there trying to catch a damn catfish. Yeah, well, just goes to show you. I think what we said it was, we looked it up, what was it, $2,240 per person each for a 8-day trip on that damn boat. Prices may vary and fluctuate, but I know when me and Stacia looked at it, we were talking about, we saw that boat and she goes, you know, I'd like to go on that boat on a cruise. And I looked at that, we looked it up and seen the price. I said, to hell with that. I said, hell, I can buy a boat for that much. Both of us spending that kind of money, we'll just float up down the river. That'd be almost $5,000 for both of us to go on that damn boat. Piss on that. For 8 days? You gotta be kidding me. Man, there better be some big ass shrimp. I ain't eating shrimp. You better have some lobsters on there if I'm paying that much. And there better be some guy sit there and pick the meat out of the crab with the claws for me. For that kind of money, you're gonna pile that stuff up on a plate and all I gotta do is pour butter on it and eat it. No dang way. You're out your mind. That is a big old boat though. Hey man, would you imagine having that for a catfishing boat though? We could invite everybody from the catfish community. You guys that all have your own rooms, you can take turns fishing off the back deck. Can you imagine that? We pull up to a cotton picking dock somewhere, and everybody from CatCon just load up on that some gun. And all right, everybody, you can go find your room. That's where you're staying. And we're gonna drift down the Mississippi River, and you guys have to draw numbers to see who can fish off the back of the damn thing. It'll be some tough fishing though, because it's got that big old paddle on the back. And every time you reel fish up, you get caught up in that paddle wheel, just wrap his ass up. Have him all, you sit there, you have your line there, and your line go around that wheel on that paddle on the back, and you sit there and you go, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Every time that wheel come around, you go, there goes my fish. There he goes again. There he goes again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all don't understand me. Why do you even bother? Jody, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? Because let me show you what I did today. Look. Yep, I done gone run another pair of pants. I tore another pair of breeches, Jody. Man, that's 2 pair. Oh, last Sunday I tore a pair, and this Sunday man, Sunday breeches don't do well on the river. You just had to bring it up though, didn't you? All right. Man, I don't know if that sunlight's gonna ruin it for y'all or not, but look at that thing. Now, each one of them little windows is a room, a cabin on that cotton picking thing. Can you believe that? But look here, if you had that and that was your catfishing boat, look at the size of the deck on the front of that. Hell, we'll just spot lock it some bitch and fish off the front. Look at that. That is the USS Viking. They sure. Oh, I see them little be tiny ants walking along the bottom. Those are people. Hey, can y'all fish off that boat? Will they let you throw a rod out? I don't know if y'all can see on the very top of that boat, there's some lawn chairs and stuff up there. That's usually where the naked people hang out. Up at the top up there. Yeah. It's got like a fenced in area with lawn chairs in it. Yeah. The girls go up there and take their tops off and lay in the sun. Oh, this one don't have the paddle on the back. This is a perfect catfishing boat, y'all. Man, we got to get this. Hey, let's all go in together and get it. And everybody that pays for it, everybody that chips in to buy that boat, you have your own room on there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, what a glorious time we would have together. Fishing off the back of that boat. Look at that. Jody, we can get 57 rods off the back of that boat. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sit there and laugh. You know it'd be fun. It'd be fun. Man, can you imagine? Hey, I can see there'd be people up on the second. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That thing's 5 stories tall. There'd be people on the floors up ahead, up above. They'd be screaming down at the people on the ground floor saying, "Doggone it, you got to buy it on that rod on the left." And I'd be like, "Which one? There's 57 of them." They'd say, "Number 23, number 23." And my ass be sitting there trying to count. Oh, Lord, which one's 23? I can't figure it out. MJ, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Fish on or fish off. Man, we ain't caught nothing yet. We had one good takedown uh, on that rod down there a while ago, way down, and I took off running down there and I didn't get there in time. And then I had something hitting that Muddy River rod right there, but he wasn't very aggressive. He pulled it down real slow, kind of like a flathead, but then he just quit. He just quit on me, gave up, stopped by. I kind of think we're sitting here waiting for, I think when it hits a certain time, them fish will start biting. We just got to be here when that time comes. We're just waiting on it. Waiting on the time for the fish to start biting. Waiting for them to get here. They're going to show up. Just give them a chance. They'll get here eventually. Yeah, we're chunking rocks at carp too. You missed all that. They're all swimming way out there now. If they come in here close, we'll chunk some more rocks. Oh wait, no, that's a stick. I was fixing to throw a rock on a stick. I was gonna waste a rock. I was gonna waste a perfectly good rock on a stick. Got the old river boat stirring up the current here. He's stirring the water up. Yeah, we leave them rods out there long enough. Somebody will catch some. It's called patience. Just a little patience, man. I've been walking these streets alone. Come on now. Block your sun, Danny. Uh, let's see. Hey, Mike Irvin. Captain Morgan. Deadpool. I'm backing up a little bit here. We spent all our money on fishing gear and had to work to afford it. Oh, I ain't forgot it, buddy. I live that life every day. I live that life every day. I just went back right there. You get the catfish family, it'll be look like the Clampets. The Beverly Hillbillies. Beverly Hillbillies on a riverboat. You got that right. Granny be in the kitchen cooking up. Hey, Jody go in the kitchen. Oh, Mama Jody cooking up some possum grits and gravy. You know, some pickled hawk eggs and crow's feet. Barbecued beaver tail. Beaver tail. That's kind of a redundant statement, ain't it? Oh, don't go there, Danny. Come on, fish, bite. I just caught these shad. I know they're good. I know these shad are good. You know what? Let's try. Every rod we've got out right now has fresh shad on it. So what we probably need to do, let's I got some whole skipjack in there. We ain't tried no skipjack. They haven't been biting the skipjack, guys. That's why I ain't putting that on. But you know, they switch up. Some days they'll be biting this, next day they'll be biting that. So let's do this. Let's reel in one of these rods and put a big old honking chunk of skipjack on it. What do you say? Let's do that. Let's do that. Dig down in here. I'd say we throw about half of that sucker on there. What do you say? Now, which rod? Let's put it on sunny. All right, just so we do something different, we just put a half a skipjack on Sunny. Sunny is that is the 13-foot Sunbeam rod that is basically Black Betty's backup. That is the backup for Black Betty. Black Betty's got a few problems with the rod guides right now, which we're gonna get that straightened out. Don't worry, she's gonna be fine. I've got to order a new rod guide. The tip of the rod, the ceramic tip is busted, and that's cutting the line when I reel in on it. So we're gonna be getting that fixed, and Black Betty will be back out here in no time. But we always got Sunny to back old Black Betty up. Old 13-footer. She's a limber girl. I'm hoping we get a monster on that rod because you guys are going to freak out when you see how much that rod bends. You can take the end of that rod and bend it around and touch the other end of it. That's how limber that rod is. It's insane, I'm telling you. What's going on there? Hang on now. Hang on now. Don't mess with me. If you're going to take it, take it. Don't be playing. There's something just pecked on that blue Mad Catz, that panther. That's Madison, for all y'all that don't remember. And something just barely bumped Madison. Probably a little bitty fish. I don't know. Yeah, he quit on it. Hell, the handle repair go. The handle repair went great, Tim. But whenever we got Betty fixed up, now you guys know I run like 65 to 80 pound braid on Betty. I know some of you don't like braid. That's fine. I don't care. That's fine. But last Sunday, when Betty got pulled off the rocks, I'm sure you guys have seen the short clip of that. And if you was watching the Keep It or Toss It tournament, you saw it happen. When Betty got pulled down the rocks, what I didn't know was on the tip of the rod, the guide on the tip, there's a ceramic insert in there. Well, when it got banged down the rocks, I didn't know it, but it busted that ceramic tip. It didn't break it out. It just busted a big chunk out of it. So if you watched that show, the Keep It or Toss It tournament, you saw me fighting that big fish. And when I started cranking on the handle, all of a sudden the line just cut. Like you took a pair of scissors and cut it. I didn't know what happened at the time. I thought it got wrapped up in the spool or something because it cut right there at the rod. It didn't cut out there in the water. It's up there. I didn't realize what happened. So anyways, we did the repair on the handle of Black Betty. It went great. She came out of surgery perfectly fine. But me and Stacia, we got ready, was going to bring her out here yesterday. So Friday night, I was going to put brand new line on Black Betty. Okay. Well, I went through all my boxes and stuff and everything, and I didn't have any braid. I was out of braid. I'm like, are you kidding me? I thought I had a whole freaking spool of braid in here. I didn't. But I did have a brand new spool of 40-pound test, Berkley Big Game, that green line. And so I said, you know what? I don't want to put monofilament on Betty, but I'm gonna have to. I don't have any braid to put on her. So I spooled her up with the 40-pound test, Berkley Big Game monofilament. Well, me and Stacia come out yesterday and I threw Betty out there, and oh my God, she threw perfectly. And she worked great. But then I started reeling up on her and I got to looking, and it was like shaving hairs off the line, shaving hairs off that monofilament. Stacia goes, what is going on with that? She goes, look at the spool. It looks like a big hairy monkey. And different kind of monkey. Okay, stay with me on this. Forget that. All right. But it had like hair poofed out all over it. And what it was is that rod guide was scraping that line and shavings off of it, and it was all over the spool, and it was cutting that line. So I got to looking at it and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't see it. Well, last night, Law Stokes told me, he said, get you a cotton ball or cotton swab and rub it around them rod tips. He said, if there's a bad spot in there, it'll grab that cotton. And sure enough, man, I got home and I took a Q-tip and I went around inside each one of the guys. And when I got to the very last one, the one on the tip, man, it grabbed that cotton and pulled it and shredded it. And I looked real hard and got a flashlight. There was a big giant chip out of that ceramic. And I took the line and rubbed it on it and it cut it like a knife. I mean, it sliced it. So Betty's going to have a new tip on the end of her rod there. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go back with another ceramic tip or if I want to look into maybe finding a stainless steel tip to go on there. But that's what I got to do. I got to fix the tip on that rod. But as far as the rest of it, the repair went great. She's in great shape. But she does need a new tip on the end of the rod. There, that's a long story to let you know. Yeah, Betty's fine, but she just needs a little bit more work. Let's see here. It's funny how most catfish guys hate braid, but most surf anglers prefer braid. I think is that catfish anglers prefer bait casters and surf anglers. That is, you know what? That is one of the factors, Mike. Absolutely, and that has a lot to do with it. Because I mean, that I do a lot of saltwater fishing, and I use my spinning rods whenever I go saltwater fishing, and I prefer braid for that. Now, I also use braid on my spinning rods on the Mississippi because, dude, with that 13-foot rod and the 16-foot rod and the 13-foot Akuma and all that, with braid on there, dude, I can get that bait way out there. I mean, I'm talking about we're getting out there in zones where boats hang out. You know what I'm saying? It will not throw that far with mono. Now, there's nothing wrong with mono. It's great. Matter of fact, that 13-footer right now, that's what I've got on its mono. Now, that being said, if I had braid on that, I could throw it on the other side of that freaking wing dam. I guarantee you I could. It will fly so much smoother through the air and it feeds through the guide so much smoother. It has zero memory. When you're throwing 40-pound or bigger mono on these rods, you can hear it slapping the guides when it's going through them. Sounds like a helicopter. It goes, and braid don't do that. Do I risk breaking off fish on the rocks? Absolutely. But also, I'm getting out there in places where big fish are, where I can hook up on them, that I would never get that chance to do with mono. I can't get that rod out there where those monster catfish are with mono. Now, they're saying, is it worth it that you hook up and lose those fish in the rocks? Man, to hook up on the big fish, and if you can get out of the rocks and get it in, that's a hell of an accomplishment. And yeah, I enjoy doing it. I hate it when they break off. I do. But if I don't have that braid on there, I never get the opportunity to even try to catch them because I can't get the damn line out there. Does that make sense? You understand? With the braid, I can get where I want to go. I just got to be real careful about getting them in because, yeah, you're running a higher risk of breaking off. It's, you're trading off one thing for another, but that's the way life is. You can't have something without giving something up. And that's just the way it is. You may think you're getting something for free, but the hell you are. You're paying for it somehow. If y'all was wondering why I stopped talking, because I was getting that big old drink of water. Excuse me. All that talking dried my mouth out. I had to get it going again. That's why I carry a big jug of water, because I do a lot of talking. Man, we ain't even getting a nibble now. What the hell? That sun gets down there, man. It might get better. I told Stacia I wasn't going to stay out here after dark. I really can't. Dum, 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 dum. The not me one. That's true. Those guides really aren't really wide enough for mono. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Man, we ain't getting no bites on the left. We ain't getting no bites on the right. What is going on? We threw some fresh skipjack out there, which they ain't been eating that no way. That's just a Hail Mary pass right there. Freaking sun's blinding me. Working on my tan on my knee because I tore my britches again. Here's a jukebox hero, got stars in his eyes. Jukebox hero. Burning, turning, gonna blow like dynamite. I don't care if it takes all night, gonna set this river on fire. Yeah. What do you want? What do you want? I want a fishing pole. You betcha. Down at the catfish hole. All right. What are you doing? Come on now. You ain't doing nothing. Quit acting like you're gonna get your fish. You ain't doing nothing. Over acting all stupid. Man, there's all kinds of fish in this hole yesterday. What the crap? Now, I know a bunch of people that come there and catch them because hell, they're using worms and liver for bait. They ain't throwing no good bait. Man, it's getting hot out here. What the hell? Ugh. Oh, come on, man. Y'all, I can't stay down here until dark. I mean, once it starts getting dark, I gotta get the hell out of here. I am not carrying them lights down here tonight. Not happening. Not tonight. Ain't gonna do it. It's too dang far. I am not carrying them lights down here. Just not gonna do it. I gotta be home tonight. I can't be staying out here late. Man, all the carp even left. You know, it might be a good thing. If them carp leave, them catfish might move up in here. I don't know. I'm at a loss right now. A lot of my fishing skills and knowledge of this river, they're just null and void now because it's been so low for so long. I mean, normally when I fished this river, back in the good old days when it was normal, hell, my baits would be sitting right here where I am now. This is where my baits would be. Where my rods are sticking out of the rocks, that's where my bait would be. Now the damn rods are there. River's the caught picking low. I don't know. Catfish ain't moving. They're laid up in the spots and they're just staying there. Hell, the only way you catch one is sometimes when you throw a bait out there and it lands in his face. It's the only thing I can figure. Because we've been getting to these spots, me and Station, we'll throw out a rod and catch a fish almost immediately. I think it's because we threw it down there and it just happened to land right in front of him. Because you can throw them out there anywhere else and they just sit there all day. Which leads me to believe these catfish are sitting up behind the humps and the rocks and stuff and aren't moving. The only way you catch one is if you accidentally throw one right in front of it. That's just my theory. The only thing you can hope for is that they get up and move every now and then and maybe come across your bait. Now I think I got some Vienna sausages in this cotton picking bag. I need to eat them. Crappie day, fish on. Y'all, we ain't caught nothing today. Nothing. I ain't had a skunk day in a long time. And I ain't looking to have a skunk day today. Man, we can't leave here with a skunk board. Just can't do it. Got to get a fish on. Can't handle no skunky poo. Don't need it, don't want it. Now let's take a snack break. And I really don't like these things. I'm not that crazy about them, but we're going to eat them anyway. Viney sausages. And no, I don't drink the juice. My granddaughter Coda, she drinks the juice out of them Vienna sausages. This is nasty. That girl crazy as hell. She will. She'll open up a can of Vienna sausage, drink the juice out of them, and then eat them. I'm like, what is wrong with you? There's fish plopping out in the middle of the river. What's up with that? Oh, we got some stripers moving up in here, busting topwater. They were here yesterday. Oh yeah, man, they're popping the crap out of stuff. Daggone stripers moved up in here. Man, no bites, no nothing. What is up? Come on. I gotta set some time to give this up. Cause it's gonna be a pain in the butt getting out of here. Mm. You don't mind me, I'm trying to eat these damn things. I'll be back in a minute. Ooh, I do not like these Sam I am. I'd rather have some green eggs and ham. It's getting hot. The sun's right in my face. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna catch anything tonight, guys. I mean, I ain't giving up. We'll keep trying, but it ain't looking good. You know, like I said, I ain't had a skunk fishing trip in a long time. I'm just like anybody else. I'm due for one, I guess. Ain't nothing special about me. I'm not impervious to the skunk. Man, I ain't got no carp throw rocks at anymore. What the crap? Yeah, I can't help but wonder, sit here. I wonder how many times them rods down there went down when I wasn't looking. You know, they could have all bent over and I wouldn't even know it because I'm sitting here looking down this way. And behind me, they'd be going off and I wouldn't even know it. They're way down there for sure. Let's check our water levels. Woo, man, we're getting kind of low. We don't want to run out of water. That's enough. I gotta save it for the trip out of here. No more drinking water. Gotta save it. Whew, that sun's hot. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. It's gonna be a no fish Sunday, guys. What it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. No fish today. And this is the best spot I got right now, and this ain't doing worth a crap. Ugh, it's awful. It's just a terrible situation here. I might ought to go back down that way. I don't want to move. It's too much trouble. If I pack all this crap up, I'm getting out of here. That's all there is to it. If I pack this gear up, I'm leaving. So, move worth it? No, not yet, Stan. We had something pulled down on that Muddy River rod over a while ago, but it didn't take. We've got nothing. Big giant goose egg right now. I gotta quit fishing in mid-afternoon too, because man, that is the worst time to fish. I mean, absolute worst time. I should have got my butt up early this morning and got out here. But I didn't get to bed till 4 o'clock this morning. You know, I said, by George, I'm gonna sleep in till 7:30 or 8 at least. I had to get some kind of rest. Yeah, well, just let these rods soak. Come on, Sonny. Catch fish. Hey, there's there's real time catfishing. Man, I wish I could tell you what, I could use some professional catfisherman angler tips today. Son, I am just not doing no good at all. And I heard you tearing them up. John Parker caught a 40+ pound fish today. Man, the world is upside down, topsy turvy. What's going crazy? John Parker landing monsters and Danny Stone over here skunking. Everything's backwards. What's up with that? But that being said, John, congratulations on that awesome fish today, man. Heck yeah, brother. You were more than due for that fish. If anybody put in the time and earned that fish, I'll tell you what, it was John Parker. He 100% deserved that fish. Man, I tell you what, you just have no idea how happy I am for you. Great job, John. I'll give you 2 thumbs up, brother. Nathan Edwards, how you doing? Well, it's not looking good at all, folks. But you know what? Danny Stone ain't no quitter. We're gonna ride this monkey all the way to the end of the railroad tracks. We're hoping at some point one of these rods hooks up on a fish. But you know, if we don't get one today, that's just the way it is sometimes. It's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I'm not gonna give up on this spot though. I think it's all about timing, really, to tell you the truth. I think it's about timing. You got to be here just at the right time. And eventually, when I get enough of it and get tired of not catching fish, I will move. I'm going to do someday, I'm going to go out there on the end of that wing dam and do a show from out there. But it's going to be tough to get there. I'm going to tell you that right now. It ain't going to be easy. But I might just have to do that. If it wasn't so late in the afternoon, I actually sat here and thought about, you know what, I could take 2 rods and the camera and go out there. But then I get out there, I wouldn't have the net, I wouldn't have the scales, I wouldn't have none of that. I'd have to take all that with me. And it's just too late in the day and too far to get out there without getting hurt. I don't want to get out there and get hurt, y'all. I took a used to I didn't care, man. I do all the craziest stuff you can think of. But man, I'll tell you what, I've had a few falls here lately that's kind of scared me. Because I came out hurt a lot worse than I thought. I didn't know it till the next day. I'd go to get up out of bed and couldn't move and be like, oh my God, my back, my hip, shoulders. Oh, I feel like I got ran over by a train. All because I fell down these stupid rocks. Ugh. What time is it here? We got to set a cutoff time. It's 4:44. Uh, I'm gonna set a deadline on this because I need to be up out of here. Uh, I got to be somewhere at 6 o'clock, and it's gonna take me a while to get this stuff out of here. So I need to do some math in my head real quick. 5 o'clock. I'm not gonna make it. If I gotta be there at 6, I'm not gonna make it. I don't think I can make a move and get where I need to be. Dadgummit. That ain't good. because it's almost 5 o'clock and I got to be somewhere at 6. Oh my God. I tell you what, man, I hate to do a skunk show. I'm going to have to give this 15 more minutes to get out of here. I got to be somewhere in about an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. This is not good. I did not do the math in my head. I did not figure this out until just now. Mm-mm-mm. I have put myself in a bad situation right now. I have. Oh, hold on. What is that? Uh-oh. What is going on? Two of them rods just dropped slack really fast and pulled tight real quick, and they were in between two other rods. So I don't think it's the current. What is up with that? That's pulling off kind of weird. What time is it? 14 till. All right, y'all. 14 more minutes. I'm going to be rushed. I don't know if I'm going to make it in time. That gives me an hour to pack all this up, a hike a mile, a half a mile back to the truck, and then I got to get to where I got a phone signal because I got a conference call at 6, and I'm going to miss it because I got to get out of here where I can get a good signal. I can't stay here for the conference call because it'll get dark and then I can't get out of here. You see my dilemma? I have sat here and worked myself into a situation, is what I've done. Man, I did not figure the math on that right. That was dumb. That was dumb on my part. Well, I'm glad I didn't monetize this video because it would have been a real stinker for sure. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, well, it wasn't a wasted day. I got to sit out here on the river. That's always something. That's a big, that's the big consolation prize. If you don't catch a fish, at least you got to sit out here on the river, watch the barges go by and the river boats and stuff. That's always a good consolation. Just gotta be thankful for what you got. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for another great day. If I wasn't meant to catch fish today, I guess that'd be all right. I've caught my share of fish. I got no reason to be crying and complaining. I promise you. I've caught some good fish. I've caught some beautiful fish. I've caught some really amazing fish. And you know what? Thank you, Lord, for every one of them. I appreciate it. You've always done right by me on my fishing, for sure. Gave me some good ones and got no reason to complain whatsoever at all. Got this beautiful river that's drying up right before my eyes. It's turned into a creek. Turned into a daggone creek, man. It ain't the Mississippi River no more. It's the Mississippi Ditch. But it'd be all right. It'd be all right. We don't care. It'll come back someday. Someday we'll have the Mississippi River back. You just got to be thankful. Be thankful for what you got. You know what? And when you're thankful, sometimes you'll get a reward. Not every time, but if you're truly grateful, maybe you will. Hang on now. Not sure what's going on there. What is up with that? Well, how much time we got left? There's old boy, hey, there's old boy outdoors. What's up? Oh, boy. One of my newest good friends. He's a great guy. If you guys ain't met old boy outdoors yet, you're missing out. I see you over there. I see you over there. You ain't gonna do nothing, no. I don't know why you acting like it. You ain't gonna do nothing. Trying to act all like you gonna do something. You got it on you. If you're gonna do something, now's the time. I see you pecking on it. We ain't got time for a bunch of pecking. And they just grab it and go. Clock's ticking. And I don't care if you are pecking on it. I'm not gonna stay here longer than I have to. Not gonna trick me today. I ain't falling for it. So if you're gonna eat it, just eat it. I don't know. I think that's cart bumping into that line, making that jump like that. That rod was twitching real hard. I think if carp are swimming into that line. That's what I think's going on. There's a bunch of carp out there, and I think they're bumping that line. That's exactly what's going on. Oh. All right, what we got left here? Miss Place Country Girl, how's it going? Dang, we got 7 more minutes, guys. It is looking bad for us. I think we're going to have a skunk show today. First one we've had in a long time. Old Danny ain't skunked in a while. I guess it's my turn. It's my turn today. You know, because nature has a way of balancing itself out. It said we're going to give John Parker a big old 40-pound plus fish today, but we're going to have to take it away from, we're going to take the fish away from somebody else. And I guess they spun that wheel of destiny and it landed on me. But you know what? I'll take that hit for John Parker pretty much 10% of the time. Nope, nope, make it 5. Make it 5. 5% of the time, I'll take that hit for John Parker. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm getting tired anyway. I didn't get to bed till 4 o'clock this morning. Got up at 7:30. Fiddle farted around the house and re-rigged all the rods. Then come out here. I need to go get some rest, but I got a meeting at 6 o'clock. I keep forgetting that. Dadgummit. I got a meeting at 6 and I got to be there. We got to try to make it. We'll do our best. That's all I can say. Yeah. Well, dadgummit. Clock's ticking down here. Clock's ticking down. 5 more minutes, guys. 5 minutes to catch a fish and we ain't gonna make it. It's so sad. But it's not the end of the world. I know what's wrong. Black Betty ain't here, and it's bringing me bad luck. Just ain't the same being on this river without Betty. You know what? I think it's the first time I've been on the Mississippi River without Black Betty. In the past few years, it just feels weird. It don't feel right. It don't feel right at all. We gotta get that girl fixed up. Gotta get her right. I don't know what time sundown is. I don't know. Oh. You know, it's when you look around and realize how much work you got to do to carry this stuff out of here. That's when you truly feel tired. That's when it sinks in, and you're sitting there going, "Oh my God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to carry all this out of here. Oh, I'm dreading it. I do not want to do it, but I got to. I'm gonna have to carry all this stuff out of here. Oh my God. Red Bull, give me wings. I ain't got no Red Bull. Dadgummit. Well, well, wait, I'm gonna pick up all my trash here. I ain't got much. I got a sausage can and a Mountain Dew bottle. We'll go ahead and put them in a plastic bag and put them inside of our cooler. Get them put away. There we go. Trash all picked up. Yeah, let's see here. 2 more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna shut it down and get out of here. Ah, man, I wish I had that breeze back from yesterday. It's kind of warm. It wouldn't shock me at all if I turn this camera off and one of these rods go down. It's about par for the course. That's how it happens usually. But I'm not counting on it today. I'm telling you that right now. These fish are just not biting at all. I mean, they're done. They just ain't doing nothing. See, I ran, well, let's see, it's 3 hours and had 2 bites in 3 hours. It's probably the worst day we've had in a while, without a doubt. We ain't done that bad in a long time. 2 bites and no fish. Oh, there's a nice little breeze. That's a blessing right there. Just a little cool breeze come out of nowhere, just whipped right across. It's gone now, but man, I appreciate the fact that it did come by. That's a good breeze. Nice, cool. Felt like an angel blowing on the back of my neck. Time is it now? 1 more minute. Yeah, we're fixing to get out of here, guys. I got an hour. Get packed up and get somewhere else. So we're gonna get ready to do it. We're gonna get ready to go here any second now. I sure hate that I didn't get on no fish for y'all today, but you know what? It is what it is. Y'all got to talk to each other, so it wasn't total wasted 3 hours of your life. I'll try to do better next time. The biggest problem is I ain't got no carp. I'm telling you, that's the problem. I just realized I ain't got no freaking carp, man. These fish have been eating carp. That's what they want. All the big fish we've been catching lately. That 71 pounder that Parker got last night, that was on carp. All the fish that I caught in the past month have been on carp. But they just, you know, I got some last night. I got a nice blue cat and a nice flathead. But they were on fresh shad. But they weren't biting near as good as they do when I got the carp on there. And I think that is, oh, I went 1 minute past. I can't see the camera. I'm going to try to fix this. Boy, I hate doing this. I hate leaving this show without a dadgum fish. I do. I hate leaving the show without a fish. But we ain't got no choice. That's what we got to do. We're dealt the cards. We got to play the cards dealt to you. And today, our card said no fish for you. And that's fine. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Man, that sun is right in my face. Dadgummit. That's bright. Well, appreciate all you guys hanging out with me today. So, like I said, sorry we didn't get on no fish for you. We tried. We did. But it just couldn't make it happen. But we'll do better next time. If we don't do better, it's not because we didn't put the effort into it. I promise you that. But I got a long ways to go, and I got to get out of here, and I got to be somewhere in 1 hour. Actually, in 58 minutes, I'm running out of time here. My clock is ticking on me. I think I could just make it if I hurry. If I hurry. And what I might do this. Okay. I might go set up in a spot closer to town where I can just get out of the truck. Because where I gotta be on Lance McCouguy's channel at 6 o'clock. Go hang out with Lance tonight. But I want to get somewhere where I can pack up and leave fairly easy when we're done. Because it's not here. This ain't the spot. If I stay here late, I'm gonna have trouble getting out of here. Okay. Thank all you guys for hanging out with me today. You know Danny Stone loves you. You're my brothers and my sisters. You're my catfish family. And God bless each and every one of you. And like I said, Danny Stone loves you. We'll see you guys all again real soon. Love y'all. Bye.